Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kim. For those of you that don't know me, I am the creator of The Breakout Woman, and my goal here on this channel is to help women break out of everything that we've placed ourselves in, from boxes, stereotypes, toxic situations, and relationships. We're breaking out of all of it. And so I'm super excited to have you join me on this journey. On this specific um, version of the channel, or playlist, I guess you could say, I'm talking about real and raw conversations that we go through as women, things that we need to break out of, whether it's habits, situations, whatever the case may be. And today, tonight is also midnight, so I'm not going to be on here long. But tonight, I wanted to touch on a topic that um, feels very taboo for me to talk about, even as a 35-year-old woman who was previously married for almost 10 years. The idea of coming on here and discussing it felt like a taboo situation. And that's why I feel like I'm supposed to come on and talk about it. And so I am going to be discussing sex after divorce, which, even saying it, feels kind of like naughty. But listen, we all grown here, right? So um give you a little bit of my history in case this is the first time you've ever seen any of my videos. um I am, what do I say, I am a mom of four beautiful kids, which means I've had some sex, at least, because I have four babies. um And I, like I said, was previously married for almost 10 years. So my divorce was final a little over a year and a half ago. And it's been a very interesting journey, because the reason why I want to talk about this subject now is because I was in the shower a few minutes ago and I realized that I'm coming up on a year of celibacy, um, which is a pretty big deal to me, because I had been, just give you guys some context. Um, I had been with my oldest daughter's father from the age of 13 till about 21 years old. And then after him, I was with, I had what was considered my whole phase, which wasn't a whole phase at all. Um, but we've all been there and done that. And then I met my ex-husband literally a year and a half after that, if that, of that breakup. And so I have been only with my ex-husband for almost 10 years of my life. And you know he may have been doing whatever he was doing on the side, but I was extremely faithful. Like, I was a one man woman. Like, he was the only person that had seen my body for almost 10 years, had I've been intimate with for 10 years. And so after we separated, there were moments of slip ups, or moments where, we were still intimate even within our separation. And then there was a point where I just was like, I just can't let this happen anymore, right? But there was a level of comfortability that I felt, because this person knows me. Everything about me you've already seen and experienced. My body is the way it is because I've bared his children. So there's this level of just comfortability with being with that person. Well, after I made the decision that I'm done, um, I had started talking to somebody and have been, intimate with that person. And I think there was something, it just, I don't know if it's the fact that I had only been with someone for so long. There was just I don't know. I guess I'm just not a casual sex type of girl. It just was not. I just I don't know. So I made the decision January of last year, long story short, that I was done with this. That I wanted to not just protect my body, but protect my mind, protect my heart, um, from jumping into situations that I knew I didn't have any business being in because I felt alone, or I felt like I was lacking intimacy, or I felt like I needed to be held or hugged or whatever the case may be. I don't think that we talk enough about what it feels like to go from being with someone for so long and getting what I used to joke about regular dick, um, to getting nothing, to being with no one, from some days not even getting hugs outside of your babies, your kids. We don't talk about the emptiness that you sometimes feel when you go from being at home and being smacked on the butt randomly to not being touched for months and years even. um, we don't talk about the trauma that you begin to experience from that when you try to fill that void with something or someone else. And I just wanted to hop on and maybe encourage a woman who is going through this process. Maybe you just filed for divorce. Maybe you're thinking about going through divorce. Maybe you are divorced. Um, and you find yourself feeling like you miss that place of intimacy. um, I want to encourage you to not try and find comfort under someone else, if I can say that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we think that the solution is finding someone else, and the solution is really just sitting with yourself and learning yourself and being content with who you are and loving yourself more. um, we don't we need to give ourselves time to heal properly. We need to give our bodies time to adjust. And sex can sometimes just make all those things feel very confusing and conflicting and weird. And now you checking your text messages every 5 minutes because surely this person should have responded by now. And it just becomes a lot of just unnecessariness, if that's a word. I don't think it is. So I just wanted to encourage the woman who may be in her bed tonight watching this and feel the coldness of the other side of the empty bed, because I've been there. I've been in a space where I said, God, this isn't fair, because I never asked for my marriage to end like this. I never wanted to be single again. I didn't, it's not fair that, you know, now I'm divorced and I'm single, but the person that I was with gets to be in a relationship and gets to do whatever they want to do, and they don't lack any intimacy, and I'm just here by myself. And I felt that way. I felt the anger and resentment towards, like, here I am trying to preserve my body and to, you know, not not necessarily jump into something else and potentially hurt somebody else because I'm not healed. And for what? Like, I'm doing all this for what, when the other person gets to just kind of live their life. And it's a frustrating thing. It's frustrating, and we don't talk about how lonely that journey can sometimes feel. But as I embark on this 1 year sort of like anniversary of celibacy, I am so proud of myself, because who I was this time last year, I'm so different now. I was seeking validation. I was seeking, I wanted to know that I was still desired. I wanted to know that I was still attractive. I wanted to know that I wasn't damaged goods because I was divorced, with kids. I needed to be able to, um, I don't know, experience what it feels like to be held by a man again. Like, there are so many things that I felt this time last year that I simply just don't feel anymore. And it is nothing but it's nothing but God. I know it sounds so cliche, but it is nothing but God's hand on me, just giving me the strength to continue on this journey of singleness. And I don't think I'm going to be single forever. I don't. I do know, I do feel in my heart of hearts that God is going to allow me to get married again, and I'm going to have the most beautiful marriage. Um, but until then, to see where I am now this January of 2025 versus January of 2024, I am so proud of this version of Kim. And so I want to encourage you tonight, or whenever you're watching this, if you feel like, I did last year, alone, angry, frustrated, horny. Let's just keep it at 100. Um, resentful, all these different things, lacking intimacy, wanting to be held and touched and hugged and have a conversation. Like, if you're feeling all those things, I want to encourage you by saying that it won't last forever. And I know that sounds like, uh, sure, whatever you say, but it really doesn't. It really doesn't. And there's this level of just peace now that I feel, where I'm like, I not just peace, but even a level of just like, I don't even I don't even desire to be intimate with anybody that's not my husband, if that makes sense. Like, this version of me feels like I'm I'm learning and growing so much as an individual that I'm not even interested in giving my body to someone who's not trying to be on the same, like, journey with God, and wanting to remain holy and wanting to remain, celibate. Like, I'm just not interested. Like, the thought of it, I'm just like, I'm genuinely not interested. And on top of that, people is nasty. Like, it is nothing but the grace of God that and the fact that I'm just scary, that I, that we not all walking around with STDs, because people is nasty. People nasty. And let me tell you, I don't need no incurable diseases. I don't need no unplanned pregnancies. I don't need none of that. So if nothing else, that's keeping me celibate, because it's a no for me out here in these streets at this point in my life. Like, it's a no. But I just wanted to hop on and encourage anybody who is struggling with this, lack of intimacy. It won't last forever. It will not last forever. It's not easy. Trust me. There were days where I was like, uh Lord, I'm just gonna do it, and then I'm just gonna ask you for forgiveness, if that's okay. Okay? Cool. So it's not easy. It's not gonna be an easy journey. But I do believe that if you ask God to walk you through it and to help you, that's what I had to do. Like, I had to literally tell God, like, I don't want to get so caught up in what I feel like my body needs, that I don't make sure that I'm being obedient to you. Like, that I'm not keeping my body holy unto you. And so, all right, ladies, you know, I'm not gonna say it's easy out here in these streets, but it's worth it. And so, um, I just want to encourage you to take some time to pray and ask God to help you in that area, to help you in that space. And also, I'm not trying to condemn anyone if you are out here, and you haven't arrived at the place that I've arrived yet. Like, I get it. I've been there. But I am telling you that there's more and that there's better. Um, I think that when we, and not all the time, but sometimes, when we begin to be intimate with someone, it clouds our vision of that person, and we begin to see the version of them that we want to see, as opposed to the real version of them. And then we get ourselves in situations that we really don't need to be in, because our vision is blurry, because we just hung up on the dick, right? We just hung up on, he is good. So you not thinking straight. So he not texting you, he's not calling you, but you like, oh well, he's just busy. Like, no, boo, he's not worried about you. And so I just think that it's important for us to not cloud our vision and see things for what it is. And sometimes when you are intimate with somebody, that is not possible. And so that's another reason why I think it's just important for us to just take some time to just not be involved in anything like that, especially after divorce, because you're still healing, you're still learning yourself, you're still learning your body and what you like and what you don't like. You've been in this marriage for all these years. And so give yourself time, give yourself grace, give yourself space to learn and grow. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. And so that's all I got for y'all. I just wanted to hop on and tell you that you are not alone, that I know what it feels like to flip the bed over because, you know, you sleep on one side and it begins to get a little dented because ain't nobody on the other side. So you got to rotate that bad boy, rotate that mattress. I'm here with you, sister. You're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. You're not on this journey alone. So I love y'all. I hope that this has helped you in some way. I told you it would be a short video. It's late and I'm tired. So I will talk to you guys really soon.